Hi, welcome to my page, Lisa Mack Life, Living with Autism, and I am Lisa. Please subscribe, share, and like this page. This platform is about um, me living my life with autism with my son. He has autism. Um, I will allow you to come on this journey with me for over the last 26 years of living with autism. So, once again, please subscribe, like, and share. So, let's get started. Please excuse me for not putting up videos last week. I was sick. My youngest son came home sick from school last week, first week of school, and already came home sick. And he passed it on to me. And being that I have MS, you know, my body just goes through the most. Um, but I had the flu symptoms. I also had an ear infection, sore throat, coughing, you name it, I had it. And I tell my children, when y'all come home sick, please don't come near me. Don't come in my room. Don't go in my kitchen. No, nothing. They have their bathroom. I have mine. Y'all stay in y'all quarters, and I will stay in mine because it's so hard for me to, you know, get back well fast. Because with the MS, my immune system is already being attacked. So being sick, it really doesn't help. So that's why I was out, but I am back. I'm really going to try to stay consistent with the videos coming because I want you to try to get some encouragement um, out of this journey with autism. You could be a parent or caretaker of someone that has autism, and I could just try to give you a word of encouragement and the things that I myself has went through the last 26 years of living with a person that has autism. So we are going to get started. I'm gonna piggyback a little bit from um, when we last talked. I was talking about meltdowns with your children. Um, I was a young mother when I had Anthony. Uh, so I had a special needs child, um, which is autism, and it was a challenge, going through that process, and like I said, learning what autism was and the things that you go through with autism. The meltdowns, that was just one of the main things that my issue, other things, but the meltdowns, because it's like I couldn't, you know, like I said, I wanted to console him, when he had a meltdown or what have you, but I couldn't because he wouldn't let me console him, you know. But I had, it was hard being out to the stores or anywhere because at anything that would trigger something off, he would just go into, cry and, can't control himself, headbutt and stuff. So that right there was a learning process. The boy done took my orange juice. Um, so that right there was a learning experience. Learning your child's meltdowns, learning their trigger points. You can't be loud, okay? If you hear a little noise in the background, that is my son Anthony chopping on chips and stuff, and the dog sitting in his face wanting some chips too. But anyway, as a parent, you need to know, like I said, the trigger points to your child when they have, a little meltdown of what have you. I know Anthony, he couldn't tell me what was wrong because he is nonverbal. He still is nonverbal. He couldn't tell me, what was wrong, what bothered him, or anything, and that was so frustrating because it was just like playing a guessing game. Trying to figure out what happened, what set him off. Was it the noise? Was it the smell? Was it too many people around him, or what have you? So when he be having meltdowns and we be out and about, sometimes when I couldn't get control of the situation, I would just go home. Because there was nothing I could do that, would have calmed him down, whatever it was, I had to just let him have it out, and and that would be it. But I would just go home. I felt so helpless at times because I just did not know, did not know how to help him, but over the years things has gotten better, praise God. Don't have meltdowns, but when he does, like I said, it gets better. Like I said, especially over the years of being in school and stuff, and they learn how to be out and about. We go to restaurants. I try not to leave him out. When we are family, we include him in everything. The what he can take. He loved the amusement park, because he liked the lights and stuff. And for some, he liked roller coasters. I mean, not the great big ones, but like the little children's one. He liked that. He finds it very funny. So you have to find out and experience different things when it comes, excuse me, to your child. To see what they like and what they don't like. Anthony loves to eat. That boy can eat. He's as skinny as a beanpole, but he loves to eat. Loves to get in that car and go. He know when we go out, he gets in the back seat in his seat, and he know we on the go. He loves to go to Walmart and the Dollar Tree and stuff like that. And things that he does like, basically are teddy bears, coloring books, crayons, potato chips. That's it. He's not too much of somebody that's, he don't shop for his clothes and stuff like that. But he is a young man that know what he wants. And what he wants is crayons, coloring books, magazines, a box of cereal with some milk and some potato chips. So, like I said, as time go by, you will learn what your child likes, what are their dislike, and and like I said, being with autism is a lot of research. And at that time, like I said, this was in the early 90s. I never heard of autism, so I don't know if there was a whole lot of research out the time, to tell you about autism, but overall there was no like I said, I think the doctors, this was new to them, and they trying to figure it out as well. And if it was autism, I definitely didn't know about it. There wasn't that much talk about autism or anything at that time. Also, as a parent, I would want to say to people that are parents that are going, I'm a single mom, still is a single mom. My 3 children, well, 2 are grown and 1 is a teenager, but don't lose yourself in the process of having a child with autism, because you will find yourself, all your energy, all your time, all your main focus is on your child, because you want to make sure he or she is okay. Is he or she all right? Things of that nature. Don't lose yourself. Take care of yourself, because when you take care of yourself, you are better for your child. I had to learn that, It could be all about your child, but in the process, don't lose yourself. Don't exclude yourself from everything or whatever. You still can have you know a good time, wherever you at, if you want to go out with your friends or something like that. But you also have to find, somebody that is capable of taking care of your child that has special needs. You can't leave your child with just anybody. No, 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 no. They got to have some qualifications, to take care of this child. And sometimes, with me, I come from a big family, so my family was majority of my great support when with having Anthony. I was able to trust, certain people in my family, with my son, as Anthony had to learn them, they had to learn Anthony. And to this day, they love them some Anthony. Oh my goodness. They defend Anthony at all costs. You better not look at him crazy. You better not talk to him like you crazy, because they know that he cannot defend himself. But my family, they love Anthony. There's nothing they wouldn't do for Anthony. And that's a good thing, because you got some family members that don't want to have nothing to do with you either. They feel like they don't want to be around your child, or they don't want your children, like it's a disease. They don't want their children to be around your your child that has special needs. They think it's going to jump off on their child and stuff like that. I mean, stupid stuff. Stupid. And don't touch him, don't mess with him. I mean, it was just stuff like that. In your family, it could happen. It has happened. So they think they could talk to your child in your kind of way and stuff like that. No, you can't do that. He's a child just like everybody else is. So, but like I said, don't lose yourself in the process of raising your child that has autism. Excuse me, still fighting off this this flu stuff. um like I said, I'm a single mom. I do have 2 other children. And like I said, when we did things together. Try not to exclude him in nothing. Wherever we go, he went to. Usually when they go do stuff, me and Anthony will kind of stay back, just a little bit, because I knew his limitation, especially when with the epilepsy came into play too. With Anthony, there were certain things he could and could not do. But other than that, excuse me, he's a healthy young man. Excuse me. But like I said, I just want to sit here and encourage you. Just keep yourself in mind as well. You want to do all you want to do for your child and make sure he or she has the best. But like I said, don't lose yourself. If you're a single mom, you find there's some support groups out there that you could go to. Ask your doctor. They have support groups. They can give you information that you could do, that you could sit with parents that are going through the same thing. But if you're not a single parent and you do have a significant other, both of you all have to stay on the same accord. Y'all have to stay on the same page. It's going to be frustrating. God knows it's just going to be frustrating, because you're going to be like, am I doing this right? You can't do it, but you can do it. You have to do it because of your child. You have to make sure your child gets the best of what he or she deserves, the best education, the best of medical help, or things of that nature. be there for each other, and still do your date night and stuff like that. I know, with me also working with children with special needs, and I came into parents that wanted to have other children, but they were scared to have other children because they didn't know if the same thing would happen to the other child. And I was the same way with my, when I got pregnant with my daughter. I was kind of, what if? Because you're going to say, well, what if, this will happen to my child? How will I be able to handle this? But with my daughter and my other son, they're good. But I ran into parents that were scared to have other children, but you can't be scared. Anthony loved his siblings, loved it. They love him too. And sometimes it might can help. My children have a gap in their years. My children are 5 years apart, and it could be a good thing, because he's a big brother. I mean, he don't pay them no mind, but it also teaches them to share, communicate a little bit better. It's not just you. You have somebody else in the house. It does something. I can't put my finger on it what it does, but it does something for that child. And, it could be for the good. You never know. Like when it was time to, Anthony wasn't potty trained till he was older. I guess 6-7 years old, I think. And let me see, if he was 6. Well, Kayla was 3 or 4 when she was getting potty trained, so you 5 years on to that. So 8 or 9, and he was still in a pull-up. So, but by me training her how to go to the bathroom, he picked up on it as well. And that's how he learned how to go to the bathroom. And I was like, wow. So by him watching me show her how to, go to the bathroom and stuff like that, he wanted to do it too. And that's how he learned to go to the bathroom. So like I said, some things are good, and then you got some children with special needs that cannot get along or don't quite understand, because they have another sibling or to that effect. But 95% of the time, the child that has special needs, they love their siblings, and their siblings love them. So in closing, I just want to say that this, be encouraged. Stay true to yourself. Always take care of yourself. That way you could take care of your child. Don't forget about yourself. Still take care of yourself. When you take care of yourself, you are better for yourself and for your child that has special needs. So that's my thought for the day. So I will be back later to discuss some more. Bye-bye.